learning session is with a 57-year-old man with a 5-year history of diabetes type 2. His doctor has been encouraging my client John to lose 10 kilograms. The tax money learning objective will guide me in my teaching plan towards helping John recognize the importance of weight loss related to type 2 diabetes. I will discuss the cognitive domain, which is based on the knowledge acquisition. The taxonomy domain is important to me as his educator because it allows my client to address his own personal learning needs so he can retrieve the information given and have a more successful outcome. John, who requires assistance in weight loss and education on nutrition, has discussed with me, his educator, his learning objective, and by the end of this learning session, John will be able to identify 5 of the foods he can change in his diet to help him lose weight and reduce symptoms of hypoglycemia. John, I have printed out a handout from the Canadian Diabetes Association to help me guide you in teaching you to reaching healthy weight and making lifestyle changes you could live with. You also mentioned that you were a kinetic learner. I have also kept that in mind. I will also give you the printout so you could have it at home for references. So based on what you have discussed with me, you have told me that the problem is eating too many carbohydrates, tricking portion control, in large periods of not eating. So if you look at the printout that I have provided for you, John, it states that eating 3 meals a day reduces overeating. Starting with a healthy breakfast, each food group is important. Meals should be spaced out 4 to 6 hours apart with healthy snacks in between. Too much food, healthy or not, leads to weight gain. If you check your portions with measuring cups or scales, you could also talk to a dietitian on how much food is right for you, John. Follow the plate method I have provided for you. So here is the plate method I just referenced. The plate method, this is using the standard dinner plate. Follow this model to control your portion sizes. So what I have done for you, I have sectioned this into 3 categories. Vegetables containing half of the plate. At least 2 kinds of vegetables should be on this dinner plate. And on the other 2 categories, a quarter on each side, it contains your grains, your starches, your potato, rice, and corn, and pasta. And the other section states your meat and alternatives. This includes fish, lean meats, chicken, beans, and lentils. Remember, John, that all food groups are important. We will also discuss with you, John, we will also discuss healthy alternatives so you can feel full and satisfied longer. I also want you to know that eating too many carbohydrates, especially refined sugars and white bread, can cause unstable blood sugars, although carbohydrates serve a great fuel source. Eating too many carbohydrates can give you the adverse effect on your energy levels. Finding delicious carbohydrate substitutes can make your diet more sustainable. I have provided some examples. Try switching your bread with large romaine leaves. If you enjoy your burger, try wrapping it. Try wrapping your sandwich with your healthy alternative. Another option is cabbage leaves. You can wrap taco ingredients, making it a better option, a no-carbohydrate option. If you love potatoes, try substituting majority of the potatoes with cauliflower, steaming it and mashing it the same way. Add a little bit of butter. You could also try zucchini squash noodles. John, try choosing healthy beverages and snacks. Satisfy your thirst with water. Pop, sweetened, hot, or cold drinks, juice, and alcohol can have many unwanted calories. Snacks can help control hunger. Keep pre-cut vegetables and washed fruit handy for easy snacking. Avoid fried, salty, and sugary snacks. I've also provided some risk factors related to type 2 found on the Mayo Clinic website. I will give you, John, handouts and pamphlets to take home. Diabetes affects many major organs, including the heart, blood vessel, nerves, eyes, and kidneys. Controlling blood sugar readings will minimize many of these complications. Heart and vessel disease. Diabetes increases the risk of heart attack, stroke, narrowing of the arteries, and high blood pressure. Having nerve damage in the feet can lead to foot ulcers, infections, and prolonging of the healing process. This is important to know, John, because many of these can prevent clients from achieving their goals, such as medications. low income, stress, and other medical conditions. But having the proper education and tools can change your life and prevent you from becoming insulin dependent and reduce the risk of serious complications. If you're still unsure, John, on how to properly decrease 5 of the foods that you're eating and increase your daily activity into your day that prevents you from losing weight, you can talk to a dietitian. You could also talk to your doctor, myself, your educator, or your pharmacist. Check with your doctor before taking any kinds of supplements and starting any intense workouts. Now that we've discussed some options of where you can begin changing some of the foods that you consume and eating proper portion sizes, I have also created a checklist for change found in the book Health, the third edition, The Basics. And it states, plan for nutrient-dense foods, selecting foods with nutritional value. Plan for plateaus, chart your setbacks, become aware of your feelings of hunger and fullness. For many of us, we stop eating when the plate is full. John, accept yourself. This is the most important to weight management. And finally, exercise and exercise. Diet and exercise go hand in hand. Ask for help from family and friends and look for outside resources. We've also come to the conclusion of our learning session. Now, John, I will evaluate how much information you have retrieved and how much you can relay back to me and make sure you understand the importance of managing your diabetes. In my evaluation, John has been able to identify 5 of the foods he could change to his diet in order to lose weight, and he was able to retrieve and relay back to the information I have provided for my client. I will document after this learning session is complete.